So what is the Fix My Realtor workshop and why should you care? Let me explain. My name is Michael Hausam. I'm an active real estate broker in Southern California. I've been licensed for nearly 25 years. Before that, I spent over a decade in the mortgage business helping real estate agents' clients buy houses. I'm consistently one of the top 1 or 2 or 3 producers in my office. I rank in the top 1 to 2% globally. In other words, I am not new to this. I also founded House Advantage Academy, where I train realtors on how to deliver optimal results for clients like you. But what I'm doing here and what this workshop is about is totally different. I'm speaking directly to home buyers and home sellers, you, whether you've hired a realtor or not, to make sure you understand how representation works and how to protect yourself from costly mistakes. So before I explain the workshop itself, let me tell you a short story in part that explains why this whole thing exists. So there's a guy I knew that hired an agent to sell his house. He did not hire me. The house was the only asset in the family trust. He was the sole beneficiary of the trust. Mom had died. And so this sale mattered a lot. And he'd explained to me why he hired the agent that he did, okay? He knew this guy a long time. He was a super nice guy, and he really didn't want to hurt this agent's feelings by hiring somebody else. Now think about that. It was the largest financial transaction of his life, a life-altering event. He had reasons that had nothing to do with competence or strategy or excellence. Is there any other area of life where people make decisions that way? When you hire a mechanic, you want somebody that can fix your car correctly and efficiently. I had shoulder surgery 2 years ago. I wasn't looking for warm vibes or friendly personality traits. I wanted a doctor who could dig into my shoulder and then get me back in the gym or back out on the golf course. For some reason, real estate gets treated totally differently, and it absolutely blows my mind. So then I watched super closely what happened over the next few months. The mistakes that this agent made were so obvious, one amateur move after another. It was totally painful for me to watch. Now, by my estimate, those mistakes that agent made cost him between $100,000 and $120,000. A short time later, the seller posted a photo of the two of them celebrating over dinner that they'd sold the family house. What he should have done is posted a picture of himself meeting with an attorney to discuss a lawsuit for the massive breach of fiduciary duty. But here's the real issue. He had no idea what that agent should have been doing. And because of that, he had no ability to stop the mistakes while they were happening or even know that there were mistakes happening. And this is what the Fix My Realtor workshop is designed to prevent. The purpose is super simple: to help buyers and sellers understand how their realtor should be working for them or how to avoid hiring the wrong agent in the first place. So the workshop itself, it's free. It's live. It's a virtual workshop on Zoom. And then in this, I'm going to walk through the essential things that a home buyer or a home seller needs to know in order to get optimal results from the agent that they hire throughout their transaction. And then secondly, I show practically how to recognize problems before they become expensive, how to address the situations where the agent is about to make a really poor decision. And then thirdly, at the end of the workshop, there's a live Q&A where I will answer your real-world questions based upon your specific situation. Now, just as important, here's what it's not. It's not a disguised sales pitch. There's nothing for sale. I'm not soliciting your listing or your buyer contract. The only thing I do is to invite people to attend a future Fix My Realtor workshop if they find it helpful. It's not fluff. It's not time-wasting information, and everything in it is based on what I have seen and what I have learned in over 3 decades of being in this business. And most importantly, it's not things that you're going to find elsewhere. Most real estate content online has an agenda to get you to hire them. This workshop exists to do the opposite. It's to help you figure out who to hire and who not to hire, and how to avoid learning expensive lessons the hard way. Now, if you want to attend Fix My Realtor workshop, you can find the details at fixmyrealtor.com, and if not, that's perfectly fine with me as well. There's plenty of additional content on the channel designed to help you see how the process should work, including the next video, which you can watch right now.